Alright, welcome back everybody. Pretty much I ain't gonna rest until we can get this thing to get into complete orbit and land safely back on Kerbal. And I think our problem is we had too much weight in the back there. So as you can see, I'm getting rid of all the, I'm getting rid of all the fancy crap here. And we're just gonna go with that. Now let me check center of mass, center left, and that is much better. We are pulled back much further. Alright. Just cut some weight by pulling that thing off there, that thing off there. I think we add one right there, yep. Okay. I don't want that. Go away. Okay. Wingtips still being stabilized by the center there. Let's go ahead and add these. And I'm going to add two of them. I'm doing them out here on the wingtips because it's much more stable, believe it or not. I don't know why, but it works better when they're down there on the outside of the wings opposed to here on the center. I don't know why it works like that, it just does. I don't argue with it. Okay, we got plenty of lift, single engine, plenty of fuel. We should have plenty of fuel. Just to be safe, I'm going to add a little bit more oxidizer. As a matter of, I think just that should help us out enough. I need to add some supports there for that. We'll go out to these external wings, like that. Okay. That should be much better. That pulled back though. I need some more love from these front wings. And by that I mean less love. Just pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. Actually, I can angle them like that. Yeah. That should work. Got SAS control and everything like that. Oh, forgot to do the tweakable things. The only things these should be doing is, these are doing pitch and roll, which is correct. And these are doing pitch. Yeah, that'll be fine. Save. YouTube Rapier plus twerkables. I will get this thing into space. That is my goal. RCS, got an RCS tank. Air intakes, which actually I'm going to add one more of. Just so we can get a little bit more horizontal speed just off of liquid fuel. Clear the runway and proceed. This should work out a lot better. Also, while I'm preparing for launch here, you guys should definitely put down in the comments some challenges and stuff like that for me, because at the moment I am really out of ideas for videos. I mean, there's a lot of things I could do, but I've already done them in previous videos and I'd just be repeating myself, which isn't so annoying for you guys because you get another video, but it's definitely annoying for me. And yeah, there's only so much annoyance I can handle with myself, so let me know what you guys think I should be doing in the next couple videos, and I'll see what I can do for you. And this thing should be taking off shortly here. See if we can't use RCS to push it up. No. Push up. Push. No. It's not gonna push. That's what this is for. Whoosh. Oh wow, now that is a stable craft. You always want a craft that slightly noses down, because if you nose up, you're screwed. So let's see if we can't get up out of the thick stuff real nice and quick here. And it's probably not going to be nice and quick. It looks like it's going to just kind of float up there, which is good, which means we're taking advantage of our our actual wings and all that. I forgot that, well, actually, it doesn't really matter this time since our lift is so much further back now. Plenty of intakes and all that. Should be doing pretty good here. Just hit 1,000 meters. This is going to take a little bit. See how stable it is in ×4. It's holding. I mean, can't deny that. It's definitely doing what it's supposed to be doing. Battery's draining, we already know that. But that's fine. I like how in ×4 it's just these two little shock diamonds out there. Which can actually, you can get those in real jet engines and stuff like that. You should look it up, they're called mock rings. They're pretty cool. It's when, let me pull out a ×4 so I have control over this thing. Mock rings, which are pretty much every single one of those, are mock diamonds, I should say. What happens is sound travels in a wave, as you know, like a sine wave or a cosine wave, whatever. So the top, left, right, like you got a circle. We'll use the mun here as an example. You got the top of the rocket cone, the left side, the right side, and the bottom side. Those are the points that produce the most, well, actually all sides equally produce the sound. And what happens is the sound waves will converge right here in between these two shock diamonds. And then they open back up, and then they close, and they open back up. And that is your sound wave. It only happens with gases that are going faster than the speed of sound. That way that sound wave is actually present enough to cut through the gases like that. It's a pretty interesting thing. There's some pretty cool pictures online and everything. Shouldn't be too hard for you guys to find since last time I found it, Google was just coming out. So it should be pretty much everywhere on the internets. And yes, I said the internets. Alright, let's finally get this thing up above 10,000 because this is taking forever. I mean, I had enough time to somewhat describe shock diamonds, so yeah, we gotta get going. Up, up, and away. Here we go. Vertical climb. Do it, Mr. Plane, do it. This engine isn't really strong enough for a vertical climb like this. Have we used 150? No, we have not. Which means we have plenty of fuel to fuck around with. Climb. Climb like you mean it. Notice we're not on 90, which kind of bugs me. I'm very picky about being at perfect 90. No. Settle at 90. Perfect. Alright. Now that we're out of the thick stuff, we can go ahead and gain some horizontal speed, which will definitely help us out. And I just realized that, did the atmosphere thickness change in the last update? Because we're still not out of the light blue stuff. And it's already 12. Normally at 10K, you're already in the medium blue on the atmosphere. Huh. That is interesting. I am going to have to look that up. Because now it looks like it doesn't switch to the next stage of atmosphere, quote unquote, until, well, we're still not out of it. We're still in the apparent thick stuff, which is very, very strange. Unless my needle's broken, but I don't think that can happen. We're not really gaining speed here. I don't think one engine has quite enough power to do what I'm trying to do. But I will not give up. What else can we talk about? No, I can use RCS, can't I? That way I can get a much stronger control here. Yeah, see, I'm pointing like straight up and it's just not doing anything. And our horizontal speed isn't changing much at all either. This engine isn't strong enough. We'll save the RCS. See, now we just broke out of the thick... I'm confused. I could have sworn that you broke out of the thick stuff at 10k. If they changed it to 15k, I'm gonna be kinda upset. Unless, of course, Deadly Reentry changed it. I don't think it would change it, though. Would it? I'm confused. Confusion in the brain. Lights, yay! Surprisingly, they are lights that don't require battery power. Just in case you guys didn't know that, landing gear have lights. I show now. They have lights, and they use 0 power. Which is kind of weird in my opinion. Nose cone temperature is rising, which means finally we're gaining speed right there. It's about freaking time. Alright, we're gaining speed at 20, okay. One engine, yes, this whole trip is a lot slower and more tedious and everything like that, but it does mean we will get a much more fuel efficient system if I do this launch correctly. And it's automatically nosing up now, which is bad. So I need to transfer fuel forward. So we automatically nose back down. Still nosing. Oh, duh. We were always nosing up. Hey, my brain just doesn't want to cooperate with me today. That's interesting. I've never seen the smoke trail be right there before. Ooh, things are getting warm. Things are getting really warm. Let's hope nothing explodes. 690 degrees Celsius. That is definitely warm. Oops, not that. Small gear bay, rating 0. Okay, apparently they have heat shielding or something. Air intake, reading 705. Wow. Engine 600. The engine's colder than the nose cone. That is amazing. Just goes to show how much temperature can be built on a plane just from speed alone. And we're getting there. We're definitely getting a lot of speed going, so I ain't too worried yet. And with this speed, we're actually managing to keep our intake air at a somewhat reasonable level, which does help out in this whole process. And we're at 24k and still have enough intake air to run this bad boy at full throttle. You don't have to throttle down like the other engines because this one will just auto switch right over to the oxidizer. No need to be finicky with it. 795. Wow, it's getting really hot up in here. 800. Alright, the RCS ports don't look too happy. 870 on this back one. Leading edge, it's actually jumping up and down all over the place depending on the angle that we're flying at. Betcha if I did that right there. Yep, as the plane oscillates while it's stabilizing, the temperature's changing, which is interesting. These are relatively nice and cool. That's cool, cool, cool. He's dropping, that's good. 815. Okay, are these still almost 900 on them? We're about to switch over now. get the last bit of speed I can out of horizontal flight before we switch over and do normal rocket flight. Much speed as I can without blowing off those things. Nope, we need to go back up. Up, up, up. None of those shenanigans. Come on. Good boy. Alright, I think that's as fast as we're going. So let's go ahead and pull it up. And it will switch over automatically once that hits zero. We only have one intake pulling in any sort of air. And it's this guy. I don't know why this guy isn't, but this one is. Maybe it's because we're rotated a little funky? I have no idea. No idea. Don't care. 0, 0. Those are gear. 0, 0. 0, and 0. Ah, we did switch over. I missed it. I'm special. Leave me alone. And now we go up vertically. And as you can see, due to us getting all that horizontal speed, really all we're doing is getting the height in now. Pull it up to 75. And right there. Actually, we'll pull it up a little bit higher. Just in case I have to use RCS. Shouldn't need to at this point. I mean, looking at how slowly it's using the oxidizer, I think we're going to be fine. Now we time warp up there. Check temperatures. Temperatures are dropping now, which is good. I wonder if Deadly Reentry will ever add icing effects, where things get iced over if, say, it was raining or whatnot, and we went into space and any water left on here would freeze, but I guess there wouldn't be water left on here. I don't know, would there be? I mean, or condensation, I mean, that could happen. That could definitely I don't know, there should be some sort of freezing effect. Alright. Well, let's see what we can get out of this bad boy. I'm looking at... It looks like I'm using more liquid fuel than oxidizer. I'll run out of liquid fuel before anything else. Need to point down to get this circularized. Pointing down, pointing down, pointing down, pointing down. Come on. You can do it. 107. 107 and 104. Looks like we are in a perfect orbit. It's pretty much circular. Alright. Turn on our awesome lights that are on our landing gear, which don't illuminate anything worth of anything. And as you can see, they're not using any power. The only thing we got illuminated is that and that. Awesome. Put them away. Don't want them anymore. But the lights are here on the front, there, and right there. Alright, got limited power and everything. Let's go ahead and quick save. Quick saving, quick save done. And I wonder, this is just me futzing around, nothing crazy. If we have enough fuel to where we could go there. I'm gonna make sure we get a free return and everything like that, and it looks like we do. I guess, wow, that's almost perfect. I like that. Let's go ahead and try for it. I quick save so we can unquick save and land this thing if we don't have enough fuel. Alright. Set ourselves up right there. Estimated burn of 58 seconds. You know what? I think I have 58 seconds worth of fuel. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I do. So if it's 58 seconds, we want to start burning at 29 seconds. Well, we want to be at 100% throttle at 29 seconds. So I'm going to start burning at 30 seconds because it takes a little bit for the throttle to go up to 100%, which is lame. I don't know why I can't just have a hotkey for that. So at 30 seconds, I'm going to blast it. And there we go. Quick math, we're going to have like just barely enough. But we should definitely be getting up there. It's cutting close. Can definitely get to the mun, that's for sure. Ooh. And a little bit more, a little bit more, right here-ish. Alright, let's get rid of the node and see how good we did. And it looks like we got ourselves a periapsis of a very high amount. Come on, let's warp out there real quick. Whee! That was almost too quick. Alright, now from right here, I can actually use RCS to adjust this. So, from right here, nope, that puts us further out. 842. I'm also making sure we get a nice free return. 17. Okay, that's not changing any. What we got here, though. Okay. It looks like it's down below. Aha. Beautiful. 302. That's a pretty close one. I may only have to change by 10 meters. And we do that in 41 minutes. Luckily, we have time warp. Alright. And now we time warp to that. There's no estimated burn time or anything. I'm gonna assume it's gonna take me 30 seconds, so I'm gonna completely miss it. Yeah, it would have taken about 30 seconds. That's alright. Or 15 seconds, not 30. And we're good. Get rid of the node. What do we get? 28.2. And we'll be able to return nicely. This is all with just an SSTO. We got all the way out to Minmus. I don't have enough fuel to land on Minmus and then take back off. But we do have one, too. Come in, then leave. Which means I could have grabbed science if we were doing science and stuff like that. Use the last bit of oxidizer. Oh, I did use oxidizer more. Okay. Alright, now we need to figure out how to pull that periapse in. We have a little bit of liquid fuel left for emergencies. I say emergencies because that's exactly what they are. If I go like that, 1,786, we would burn up. 107, we wouldn't touch the atmosphere. 36, that's where I want it. Perfect. Okay, go right there. It's going to be in 3 hours, and yeah. I'll just time warp in here. A little bit faster. A little faster. And I missed it. Shit. It's alright. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. I can do it. RCS is the best. Okay, RCS off. Check this. Boom. And 33. Okay. I'm gonna pump it a little bit more. RCS on. Pump, 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 pump. Whoa. Overdid myself there. Okay. We gotta pull it back. Which luckily you just swing around like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I realized I could have just reversed RCS. I'm special. What do we got? 24. That's exactly where I want to be. So let's go ahead and time warp into it. Whoa. No need for that. I just clicked off the screen. I just clicked off the screen. Well, time warping towards a planet. Giant noob mistakes. I make a bunch of them sometimes. Alright. So we don't die during re-entry. I want that nose cone forward as much as possible throughout this whole thing. Alright. Stay right at prograde as best as possible. Anything other than prograde will hurt a lot. Because we are going very fast. We're losing things. What are we losing? We lost the wingtips. Lost the nose cone. Ugh. Lost SAS. Battery. Gotta pull that backwards. Okay. This is gonna be one nasty landing. Or not a landing at all. This is why I have deadly re-entry. It makes coming in for aerobraking very difficult. And a lot more spectacular. Alright, so let's load our quick save. We know we can get to Minmus, but we're gonna just go ahead and land. Alright. All we're doing is landing now. Nice and easy. We can get out to Minmus. We can get to the Mun easily. Dropping periaps. You want to keep it as shallow as possible. You don't want to come in too steep. 27. It's a little steep, but we're also going a whole lot slower than we were before. Actually, I'll keep us right about here. And time warp it, and we should flip around. Okay. Now coming from Minmus, we were going about 3,000-ish meters a second. Which was bad. Here, I'll turn lights on for you guys so you can see something. Alright. Now we're only going 23. Which is slower, but at the same time, this thing doesn't have any heat shields. It has a nose cone, and that's it. Alright, we're coming up to some light here. It's almost daytime. Here we go. Here's the water reflection from the sun, even though the sun's not high enough to do that yet. But we still get it. It's right there. And let there be light. Sort of. Not yet. We're getting there. And this is taking actually a while to get below into the atmosphere. Now, before we go any further, I need to check to make sure we're actually going to make, we're not going to make landfall. So I have to make sure we make land. Actually, with the amount of fuel I have, I could keep doing this to make sure we actually pull up. There. That should pull us to the trying to get us to the station. Hold on. Yup. Nope. Yeah, boy. Doesn't want to bring us to the station. So what I will do is I'll blast us there. Full speed ahead. Okay, now we're actually re-entering though, so we gotta be very careful. Alright, so far so good. We're able to maintain this speed and we're not overheating anything. Not that I can see anyways. Apple Apps is up there. That's because I'm maintaining our Perry apps. Alright. Everything should be dropping back down now. Just hoping that this actually gets us a nice landing. Well, I know we're going to land over land, so that's good. Land over land. Yeah. Words. Words are fun. And let's go ahead and make it so we land right there. And the nice softness. I forget. IJKLH. That's the one. H. I always forget RCS controls while in staging mode. Alright. I'm just making it so we actually drop out of the atmosphere quicker now. Or drop into the atmosphere quicker. That way we land somewhere in this nice flat grassland. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to land in mountains like that. So I don't think this thing can do that. Nope, that way. There we go. We're not getting any shock heating effects either, which is interesting to say the least. Oh, there they are. Alright. Whoa, why'd the engine turn on? Oh, because we have fuel now. Herp. Uh-oh. Pull up, 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 up. Level off. We don't need any of this craziness. Holy crap. Okay, cooling off the nose cone now. Let's really cool it off before we dive it back down in. And now we dive it back down in. Okay. Whew. We survived that. Barely. This whole thing was about to catch on fire. Yep, all of our temperatures are good now. No worrying about overheating anywhere. I'm forcing us down so we can actually land a lot quicker and everything. And this thing is a lot more stable now during re-entry. Just by switching out the engines and putting a little bit more fuel there, we made it all the way out to Minmus with this thing. Which is ridiculous. An SSTO, they can go to Minmus. I don't know if it would come back after landing, though. That'll be for you guys to figure out by building something similar. I mean, it's not that hard of a design to build at all. You saw me build it all. It's nothing crazy. Alright, cut engines. Which means now we are 100% floating. Now it wants to nose down. It's actually pretty stable, the nose down, while I'm using RCS2 at the same time. So, let's get this thing to land nicely here. There we go. There we go. I'm using RCS just to cushion it all. There we go. And it lands. Tap the brakes. It's a very narrow wheelbase, so I'm being very, very, very gentle. Brake, 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 brake. Oh, started to slide there. Brake. Aha. And there we go. That is an SSTO. They can go all the way to Minmus. Hope you guys enjoy. Let me know in the comments what you want to see more of or less of, or any ideas really for that matter. And until then, I'll see you guys next time.